Hi everyone, Jason Chan here, and in today's video we are taking an inside look with Buy with Prime. BWP is relatively a new program, second quarter of 2022, where Amazon will allow you to inject a code snippet onto your website, like a Shopify, WooCommerce, or BigCommerce, where your customers will actually land on your own website and they are familiar with that Buy with Prime button. They select that. They make that transaction through the Amazon payment gateway and then coming back to your website in a seamless transaction. Why might you want to do that, right? Well, some of the reasons why you might not want to do that is because you probably spend a lot of time driving traffic to your own website. You have a big email list, or you spend a lot of money with Google ads and Facebook ads and blogs. Why would you want to send traffic away? I think the number one reason is most e-commerce websites have a very low conversion rate, anywhere between 1 to 3%, versus an Amazon product page. If you have it optimized, anywhere between 10 to 15% is probably average. So this is one of the reasons why you might want to drive traffic if you're not a big brand or unfamiliar brand. Paired up with a very familiar Buy with Prime button, it might increase your conversion rate. Okay, so up to you. That's your strategy. If that would be my strategy if you want to try and test this at least. So here's an inside look of my Buy with Prime dashboard. I'm going to walk you through my left-hand navigation here and kind of walk you through what you can expect after you have onboarded with your sales rep, which takes about 30 to 60 minutes or so to implement the code and flushing everything out and making sure it works. So this is the code block, the code snippet. This is how your Buy with Prime would look like. This is your own add to cart button on your own website, and this is the Buy with Prime. You can add this, right below your traditional add to cart button here. And there's specific instructions on how to do that, and you could change this to other platforms if you're using a different provider. So this is where you can basically need to add in some additional details, your privacy URL, your terms and conditions. Those are required with your store name, any additional URLs with the Buy with Prime. Here's the business logo. You can add that here. This is going to show up when someone transacts on your, by clicking the Buy with Prime, they'll see your logo, something familiar with Amazon, and then that's going to show up as part of the transaction to the customer. There's a couple of ways you can customize this, not a whole lot. It's either kind of a widget versus a button here. And there's a light mode and a dark mode. And the button style could be kind of round or a pill, or you can have it customized. So here's the order page. I did place an order earlier today, so let's take a look at what you can what's in here. Here's the order details. This is the product item, and one of the pros of doing Buy with Prime, installing that at least, is you will receive the customer information. There's the email here. You probably can't see it, I blocked it out, but you have that. You have the email, the phone number, the shipping details, and the rest of the transaction information here. Here's the return. There's nothing there. Let's take a look at products. So here's the product page, and it's really easy pulling in your catalog from Amazon. You have a couple of options here. You can import your products directly from CSV or from Amazon. You can pull it directly from Amazon, or you can add your own custom product and link it to your account catalog, the FBA on Amazon. So really easy to pull that in. And once you pull it in, simply toggle this back and forth, offer it with Prime. But let's go ahead and take a look at the product detail page here. If you have multiple variations, you'll see that here. You have the ability to update your title, your description, your price. This is different from your Amazon console, your category console, your inventory. This is basically when someone checks out through the Buy with Prime button, they'll see a quick snippet of that information here. So I don't think this is indexed. Unfortunately, this is just this is a quick description during checkout for the customer to see. One important note here is your product identifiers. You need to make sure that your SKU on your website here matches the SKU on Amazon. So that way they can make that correlation and that mapping. Let's take a look at analysis. I just placed a test order yesterday. You don't see much detail here, but this is what we have. Let's take a look at marketing. There isn't that much right now with marketing. There is a couple of options when you use Buy with Prime. You could partner up with an agency that have Amazon display. For Buy with Prime, you could use Amazon DSP, or you could drive third-party traffic. And one other thing is you could use sponsored brands as well. That's in beta as of this recording, so it's only available for products with one variation. So my products have multiple variations. Unfortunately, I cannot test it at the moment. So here's a look at promotions. You could drive promotions as well here. You can add your promotions, which is different from Amazon. Let's take a marketplace here. Not much here going on. So you integrate with Allo. Never heard of them, but basically it's I think it helps you move orders, syncs your orders between Buy with Prime and your own e-commerce site. Let's see how this looks like on your own website and how the customer experience is. So this is the Buy with Prime button here. Automatically signs in. You should see your logo here. If I install my logo here, uploaded my logo, the customer does have the option to cancel this and return back to your own website. So let's go ahead and continue. Okay, so this is the customer order. How this will look like is you'll see their the ship to address, the product they're purchasing, what type of credit card they're using, payment method, and then placing the order, and that's it. So if they have a promo code, which I do have, they can apply it right here, right? You could probably find some way to incorporate that promo coupon during checkout, or maybe on your own website to make sure they completely convert. Here's some settings here. I'm not going to walk you through all these settings. Something you can walk through during the onboarding. It's pretty simple information for you to set up. I do want to point out advertising IDs. You can add your Amazon display ad, your pixels, your ID, and your meta pixel, which is Facebook. And that is it. So if you enjoyed today's video, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Any questions, drop it down in the comment. Thank you for watching.